Hello everyone, welcome back again. My name is Alicia Jackson, licensed professional counselor, and I wanted to welcome you, of course, to my YouTube channel. And of course, I'm hoping that you have already liked and subscribed to this video and perused my channel, as I'm providing just some psychoeducation, which is really education about mental health. That's all for my view. Today's video is going to be about why is therapy so hard. So I want to preface this by saying that I am not trying to make a case as to why you should not go to therapy. Like, oh, therapy is so hard. Oh, and this is why I'm not doing it. Yes, so I don't have to do it. No, that's not why I am doing that. I'm hoping to that this video can provide some clarity as to why therapy is so hard. Like, maybe you're in therapy and you're like, I thought this was going to be like this and it's not. To help like kind of validate that experience and give some clarity to that, and to hopefully to help you maybe get some tips and tools like how to navigate through that. So it kind of jumps into our first point as to maybe some misconceptions about therapy. People are praising it. They're like, therapy, do it, do your work. Everybody's just, there's the memes, there's, this is heal. Everybody is definitely preaching the gospel, so to speak, about therapy, about how it can be helpful for you, how it can help you bring clarity and resolve past hurts and help you to navigate in your life moving forward in a way that serves you best, that best serves you. So just some misconceptions though, that because people are preaching, they think, oh, like it's easy, right? No, it can be challenging. So therapy is work. Therapy is work, and that's why you hear often the phrase "do the work." Therapists give homework. I am one of those therapists. I give homework. They assign books. I do that as well. And in the therapeutic process, you're doing work. You are talking, of course, about issues and concerns that are your therapist is submitting to you oftentimes new ways to look at things, new ways to take in the information that you're receiving from the world. And so shifting that and even allowing yourself to see it in that new way can be work, can be a challenge. You might at first disagree, like, I don't think that's not how I see the world. That's not how I engage with myself and with others. And so your therapist is submitting that to you, and so it can be a challenge just to even accept that as, oh, this might be a new way that could be helpful for me. And having that internal discussion, or even external with your therapist, like I've had clients tell me, no, I don't want to look at it like that. and the reason why, because there's a part of them that it serves. Like, there's a part of you that it serves to look at it the way that you are looking at whatever circumstance or how you look at the world. So for an example, sometimes people look at the world just in a negative space, like, because truly sometimes the world can be a place where you receive negative things, like, let's be honest, right? In therapy, we learn, or you can learn, that always expecting negative things can be a kind of stifling and limiting space in your life. And so opening your mind up to the opportunity, or that things could possibly go right, could be a lot for someone, right? To take in and accept and say, if I do that, then what does that mean? Because then what if my hopes, what if I let my, get my hopes, built up, and then I get disappointed? Like, so I'll just keep believing that, everything's going to be, I know what's going to happen and it's going to be bad. That is a type of unhealthy thinking pattern called fortune telling. Like, you know what's going to happen and you know it's going to be bad. And we really don't have evidence of that. We truly don't. What we can say is that we've experienced some things in the past that are negative. And so we're trying to protect ourselves from future disappointments. But truly, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Like, we have no idea. And so how can you embrace and take that in as possibility that things might actually be helpful, be hopeful. There's a reason possibly to have hope, right? That's work. That is work. Okay. And second reason why therapy can be so hard is when you're talking about things, and especially finding a new way to view things, like view your past experiences. There are things that we do as a way of survival. We normalize things that could not, I don't want to say should not, because we're not really supposed to say should, but could not be in any experiences that we experience, could not be healthy for us to normalize, right? So if you think about an example of that is criticism. So say you have maybe a parent or authority figure. I don't have to say parent, but an authority figure in your life that is just very critical. Like, nothing you do is right. Nothing. They're a yes but person. Like, oh, that was nice, but no, that wasn't. No. So just very, very, very critical. And so then you come to normalize that as and even internalize that and start to even criticize yourself and others from that same space. And so in therapy, we dig in that and we kind of talk about that relationship with that authority figure. And then it brings up emotions and feelings that you may have now that you have clarity about things that you did just to survive that, because you may have even admired that person even though they were so critical of you. Then now it brings up all these feelings towards this person that you were completely okay with, but now you're like, oh, I don't know how I feel about you now, right? And so that in itself can create a lot of emotional work and processing to say, okay, now how am I going to look at this relationship, this experience? How am I going to take this in? How am I going to work through these feelings now? What are some ways that I can acknowledge my experience and the things that I did experience growing up? How can I make adjustments now? How can I forgive myself, forgive them, and take on this new way of thinking and living, right? That's all work. The third, and this is probably the hardest one, so I saved it for last. I wanted to say it first, but I wanted to say it last just because I posted on social media what keeps you from going to therapy. I'm just curious to see what people would say. And surprisingly enough, people told me that they were scared of being judged. And as a therapist, that really I just sat with it. So I'm like, but we're trained to not judge. So it was just something I kind of took in and kind of sat with it for a moment. And so truly why therapy lastly can be so much work is it causes you to be vulnerable. We are, and I don't have to tell you this, we are a shame-based culture. And even with all the labels and the language that we have now, we're still using it to shame each other. And so now there's this shame about, oh, you're not healing. That's your, it's like all this. Just want us to be better. Okay, we're learning. It's a process. I'm patient with this. We're gonna get it. But to go back to that, we have to be vulnerable. You have to be vulnerable in the therapeutic process. You have to share yourself. And if you think about it, if the whole world surrounding you is like not accepting of you, it's critical and judgmental of you, the thought of a therapist being open being open and accepting you for who you are, not shaming you for maybe some decisions and choices or even where you are in life, the thought of that being possible could be hard to believe. Could truly be hard to believe. So I took that in when people did state that they were truly scared of being judged. Because I was like, whoa, now wait a second. That we're really truly trying to be a safe space and honor that, like honor holding people's experiences from a place of acceptance and a place of knowing that you were just doing truly the best that you could at that time with the information that you had, or you were also doing it in a way of just truly like survival and doing what you could do to protect yourself. And there's no shame in that. I hope you receive that and know that. But that takes work. Being vulnerable takes work. It takes bravery. You have to talk yourself through it. Like, oh, I'm going to share what really caused me to be in this relationship that I knew was wrong for me, but I'm going to say the things because I need to get better. That takes work and it takes bravery. I want you to know, truly know that you do have the ability to work, to do this work, to work through the shame that you feel about the things that have happened in your life. I apologize. I apologize that we are still learning and growing on how to accept ourselves and each other. Because truly, our society is just a reflection of what's going on in here. There's still parts of us that we haven't accepted, and that's truly the therapeutic process. I hope this video has been helpful for you and has helped give you some clarity on why the therapeutic process is so difficult, can be so challenging. Please know that you are worth the work. You are worth the work. You're worth the work. You are worth the work. And today is a good day to get started. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe this video. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I am trying to decide if I want to be on the TikTok. I don't know about that yet. It's peer pressure. But I'm just now on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And, see, it just happened. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Not TikTok yet. Twitter. Alicia Jackson, LPC. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great one.